If you want to instantly elevate your videos, you need to start including B-roll. Now, you might be wondering, what is B-roll? Essentially, it's supplemental footage to help set the scene and give more context about whatever it is you're talking about. For example, if I was making a video about all of the best hikes I've ever been on, I would want to include videos of those hikes that I'm explaining to give a little more context to the viewer. Those videos would be called B-roll. Thankfully, creating B-roll is now easier than ever thanks to the help of AI. And today, I'm going to show you 3 different B-roll shots that you need to include in your next video, and I'm going to show you exactly how to create them with AI. Let's get started. First, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create travel shots. To get started, we're going to log on to HeyGen and we're going to select Generate AI Videos. From here, you have 4 different models to choose from. We have Clean, Seed Dance, VEO3, and Hailu. So sorry if I'm saying that last one incorrectly. But essentially, no matter what prompt you put in, all these models are going to give you a slightly different video result. Personally, I prefer to use Seed Dance and VEO3 because I find that I'm just consistently getting the best result with these. So I'm going to select VEO for this generation. Now for aspect ratio, I'm going to be selecting landscape. Essentially, landscape is great for YouTube videos, the type of video you're watching right now. Portrait mode is better for Instagram style videos, TikTok style videos. So we're going with landscape. Now you do have the option to add in a reference avatar. Personally, I don't want any people in any of this B-roll, so I'm going to be skipping that step. Then down here is where we're going to enter a prompt. Since I'm using Google Veo, I'm going to be using this custom GPT to help me write my prompt. All right, and here is the prompt that I got. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to bring it back into HeyGen and paste it down here. Now, all you have to do is hit Generate Asset. And here's the result we got. Now, if you want to start creating a video with this B-roll right away, you could hit Use Assets in AI Studio. But we want to keep generating some more B-roll, so I'm going to skip this step. Next is laptop shots. This is huge when it comes to both lifestyle content and professional content. But when creating them, the main difference between getting a more corporate result versus a more lifestyle cozy result all comes down to the prompt, and it actually only comes down to a few keywords. First, I'm going to show you guys how to create a lifestyle shot. So we're going to paste our prompt here, and all of our other settings stay the same. Now, you'll notice that I specified a cozy, warmly lit living room. This is super important. When you are creating lifestyle content, be sure that you're specifying more home spaces, such as living room, bedroom, even a cafe. Now, you could also notice the keywords I included of cozy and warmly lit. This overall just sets the ambiance of the video to be a little bit more homey, a little more inviting, something that you'd see more so in lifestyle content versus corporate. Now we're going to hit Generate Asset and see our result. As you can see, we got a video that's perfect for lifestyle content. It's warm, it's cozy, it's inviting. Now we're going to take the exact same prompt we used and we're going to adjust just a few keywords to generate a more corporate professional result. So we have the same prompt and we're going to start off by deleting the words cozy and warmly. Now we're also going to change the location from living room to a corporate office. So I'm just going to type modern office. Now, I'm also just going to add the words professional atmosphere at the end of the prompt. Making these small changes should give us a completely different result that has the same core image and concept, but now it's going to be much more professional, much more corporate. Let's hit generate and see what we get. As you can see, with almost the exact same prompt, we got such a different style of video, with this one being much more corporate and professional. So to summarize, for lifestyle content, be sure to use descriptive words like cozy, warm, aesthetic, and be sure to set your location to bedrooms, living rooms, homes, or even cafes. For professional content, be sure to set your location to a contemporary office, a modern office, a desk, and be sure to add in descriptive words such as professional atmosphere. If you have people, maybe specify that they're dressed business casual, and you'll ultimately end up with a more corporate, professional B roll footage versus lifestyle. And lastly, I'm going to show you guys how to generate cinematic versus more realistic B roll shots. And for this example, we're going to go a little more educational, a little more professional, and we're going to be generating some science shots. All right, we're going to start off with our more realistic example. For this, we're going to be changing our model. We're going to be using clean. Aspect ratio is going to stay the exact same. And then here is our prompt. So some things to note that makes this more realistic versus cinematic. It's going to be the lighting as well as the camera movement. For example, we specified clean, realistic lighting. Then we also have subtle depth of field and natural camera movement. So it really kind of should look like someone is just recording two people working in the lab. All right, we're going to hit generate and see what we get. And here's our result. All right, now let's make a more cinematic example. So right now we have the exact same prompt. And what we're gonna change is one, the lighting, two, the camera movement. So in order to give it a more cinematic feel, we're gonna completely delete the last sentence and we're gonna swap it out for this. So clean but cinematic lighting with soft depth of field and slight slow motion for dramatic effect. So for this shot, the camera should be panning in slowly on the scientists working in the lab, and the lighting should be a little bit more dramatic. So let's go ahead and generate and see how it turns out. Now, I know in this video I showed you guys a few different prompts, but down below in the description, I linked a Notion with not only the prompts I used in this video, but some bonus prompts for you guys to go ahead and try out in HeyGen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what you create. If you don't already have a HeyGen account, be sure to sign up for one at the link down below in the description. And I'll see you guys next video.